Hi, so in this problem, I would like to come up with a solution where we're gonna get the maximum sum of a contiguous array. So here what I wanted to return is, let's say we have an array called A. So it has to return sum of these two elements because these two elements are holding the maximum sum in this array. So we can also take another example array, so which is gonna -2 -8 1 8 -1 9 -8. So in this array it has to return from this element to this element, so it's gonna return 18 17. So this is our goal. So what we're gonna do is, so we have to loop through each element in the list to get the maximum like sum. So the best solution for this case is definitely big O of n, because even though if the array is sorted, we still gonna loop through the rest of the element to get the sum of them. And if we don't have any positive numbers like -1 -8 -13, so array like this I would like to return a 0, just for my simplicity, because I just wanted to take this exception here. So to write a pseudocode, so basically I need two variables. So one is gonna hold all the, so okay, let me write. So start is gonna have the sum of each element while looping through, and end will only hold the information which has the maximum sum, which is greater than a start. So I'm taking initially all these two as 0. So I'm looping through the list for I in range 0 to length of a. So I just wanted to update the start variable for each element, and then I will add each element to the start. So start equal to start plus a of I. Like I said, if I don't have any positive numbers, I wanted to return a 0. So for that, if start is less than 0, I don't change anything in the start variable. Only case I'm gonna update the start is when I have the value is more than 0. So, and also I will have another if clause, so where I will be updating end variable. So if start, okay, so if end is less than start, I have to update the end variable, because this is holding the maximum sum. So at the end I will just return end. So this is one of the simple solution. So we can even start testing it. So for example, we're gonna take this array for the first case. So for the first element, the start is gonna start will be 0. So for the first element, it will be updated to 1. So it won't go through this if clause because 1 is greater than 0. So here we have to, here the end is 0. We're gonna update end equal to 1, because 0 is less than 1, 0 is greater than 1, so we will be updating 1 here. So we are going to the next element here. So start will be -1, so it's gonna jump to these 2 lines of code. So start will become 0. So end will not change because end already holding information about the 1. So it's gonna go to the next element. Here we have start equal to 0. So it's gonna start from the beginning. So start equal to 8. So now I have to update the end variable because 1 is less than 8. So I'll be moving to the next element 2 here. Start is already holding information about 8. So 8 plus 2 equal to 10. So it won't jump to this clause, this if statement. And then again end is 8, start equal to 10. So we'll update the variable end equal to 10 in this case. So this is so for the next element it will go, it will start is going to be 2 because here we have -8. We don't update any end variable here, so end is going to be the same. So end equal to 10. So even for this element end won't change, start will change, and then at the end we return end. So we can take this example, this array as an example just for a quick review. So it won't so the code won't go to this else if statements because all elements are less than 0. So we'll just return end as 0. So in this case it's gonna be 10. So in this case it's gonna be 9, 18, 17. So here it is 0. We can print the indexes of an elements too, but I need to hold the information for that. Let's say a equal to 0, b equal to 0, c equal to 0. So after this if clause I would like to so at the end I will just return a and b. C is like I needed extra information to hold, so that's why I took C here. So a equal to c initially, and then b equal to I. So what it does is so it just holds the indexes of each element. So here also I need I plus 1 because this is where our maximum sum is gonna ends. So at the return I'll just print, okay, so namespace print string of a, string of b, and also print end because end is where we are holding the maximum information, and start is the starting point of element, end equal to where the sum is ending. So in this case it's going to return 0, 1, 2. So it's going to print 2 and 3 because these two elements are holding maximum information. So in this case 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maximum sum is 17. So this code will handle edge cases as well. Let's say we have an empty array, d equal to empty. So it's gonna start from 0 to length of a. So in this case it will just return 0, and if it has one element, it will just return it. But if the one element is minus element, negative element, then it's gonna return a 0, because that's what we are doing in this couple of lines. So this is my solution for the first question. Since we are looping through each element, it is like time complexity is going to be big of n, because we are looping through every element no matter what. We are not using any extra space other than these variables, so it's going to be constant time. Yeah, this is like the easiest solution that I can come up with. Thank you.